was a number of controlled burns going on across the area, and some pretty big ones, especially one we saw towards the lake. I want to start with a beautiful look at sunset. How about this view from our Grovetown cam? We do have a few high-level clouds just moving through tonight. They're very thin, they're high up there, not going to bring us any rainfall, and usually these clouds are a sign that you're going to see rain move in within the next couple of days, and that is in our forecast. We do have the chance for rain that does move back in, most likely by Friday. We did see highs in the mid-70s today, and we're still in the 70s here as we get close to 8 o'clock. So temperatures are going to stay fairly mild the next few hours. And remember, we actually have another opportunity to see the space station tonight. So we had a good pass last night. This one's going to last longer, but it's not going to be quite as high in the sky. So the max height of 41 degrees puts it about halfway in the sky. If you think 90 degrees is directly above your head, 45 just kind of puts it right in eyesight for you, so it should still be visible to everyone. First, it's going to start in the southwestern sky, end in the northeastern sky, and lasting about 6 minutes. Now, we were just looking at our Grovetown cam. There's a few clouds out there, but don't think it would be enough to keep you from seeing the space station. They're very thin and should still be able to check that out. We do have very nice weather for tomorrow. Temperatures should be hitting the upper 70s and low 80s tomorrow afternoon. So if we do hit 80 in Augusta tomorrow, that will be the warmest day we have seen in 2024. And another impressive thing about that stat is that this past February was the first February since 2016 we did not hit 80 degrees or warmer in Augusta. Very impressive warm February streak we have been on for close to a decade now. Ever since I came here in 2017, I always have remembered that Februarys are sometimes warmer than Marches sometimes. So February has been unusually warm for us over the last decade, but this past February, we finally broke that streak, and we actually did have a fairly average February. But enough with those funky stats. Tomorrow's going to be warm. Friday, we do have the chance for rain. This is going to be thanks to just a complex of showers and storms that will arrive mainly into the afternoon. So I would say if you have plans early Friday, doesn't look like we're going to see much rain. But as we get after lunchtime, that complex is going to be pushing through. Now, the front that's going to bring the rain still across the central plains. It still has to travel a good ways before it reaches us. So that's why we're expecting still dry weather tomorrow, and then we're expecting the rain to hold out until most likely later into the day Friday. But something impressive with this system, you can see on the western side of it, across the Rockies, they're expecting several feet of snow from this system. So winter's still holding on to the west, but we are enjoying a good south wind that is drawing in some warm temps all across the eastern U.S. Right now. For tonight, here's a look at the clouds just passing through. Those will clear out pretty quick, so I'd imagine most of the overnight is fairly clear for us. Tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up in the 40s. Afternoon highs will get close to 80, and you can see there's not much cloud cover out there, so pretty sunny day out there Thursday. Once we get into Friday morning, we're starting to notice more clouds moving in, and that will give way to rainfall most likely by the afternoon. Now, I'm showing you this one model. I will say this, take it with a grain of salt, because each model update that comes out with this particular model changes a good bit. Sometimes it shows it just kind of diving south and not really impacting us. This latest run that just came out shows that line developing and producing a good swath of rain across the area. So once again, just one model output. Other models are showing something different, but just want to give you a rough idea of what to expect. We are anticipating at least the chance for some scattered showers and maybe some storms through our Friday afternoon and evening. But the good news is for our Saturday, we do have some big St. Patrick's Day parades going on in Savannah and Augusta. Savannah one's going to be in the morning. They look good for that one. Later into our Saturday afternoon, for us here locally, not really expecting much in the way of rain. I think we should stay mostly dry. We've kept a 20% chance of rain Saturday just for an off chance. Maybe there's a brief shower, but model picking up on these little specks here. That's really nothing to cancel plans for. I would definitely expect we see pretty decent weather most of our Saturday. Here's a severe weather threat Friday. So for us here locally, we're just expecting a non-severe thunderstorm day. So just a very low marginal risk for places like Birmingham, Meridian, Mississippi, and just kind of pushing into further into the deep south. But for us here, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, some gusty winds at times, but doesn't look too bad. Excuse me. For the weekend, once again, just a very low chance for some rain Saturday. And then by Sunday, that's going to be a little bit stronger front that shows up, and that will cool us off a little bit heading into next week. You hear me sniffling, you hear me coughing. The pollen's definitely extremely high right now, and that is not really going to budge too much. We do have the chance for rain Friday and Sunday, but doesn't really necessarily look like enough rain to really wash out our skies too much. So make sure you are staying up to date on your Zyrtec and Benadryl. Another thing to mention, if you suffer from joint pain, this next system moving in Friday into the weekend is going to be dropping our barometric pressure again, so may feel a little bit extra aches out there as we roll into our Friday and weekend. But next week, we do see a cool down again. We actually drop our highs back down to the 60s Monday through next Wednesday, and those low temperatures early in the morning could see the 30s again. Good news is I'm not seeing anything that looks like a hard freeze that would impact our peach crop or anything that's currently blooming, so good news in that department for now. Hope you have a great night. We'll see you again coming up on News 12 at 11.